Hello guys, it's Lex. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be trying some new, weird, unique, overhyped, I guess, products that I found at Sephora. So if you're not already, definitely click the subscribe button down below and turn on your notifications because I'm going to be posting all the fall content all throughout October, and then Vlogmas is coming around the corner, so you definitely don't want to miss out on that. And let's get started. So I'm going to be posting all of the products and the prices up in the corner of the screen somewhere because I don't know where the receipt is, and I definitely don't want to be looking everything up. It's just going to take too much time right now. So yeah, I'll be posting all the information right there. The first thing that I got was from Glow Recipe, and it's the Plum Hyaluronic Serum for deep hydration and glow. And this is one of the clean beauty options for skincare at Sephora. I love their products. I've tried quite a few of them at this point, but I'm going to use this as kind of like a moisturizing primer because I didn't do that yet because I wanted to try this out. Also, can we just appreciate how adorable the packaging is? I don't even want to throw it out. Oh my god, look at how cute she is. Oh my god, oh my god, it even has like the little like split right there. And even the inside has like little plums on it. This concentrated formula is your go-to serum for plump, radiant skin. This silky water gel serum features a unique blend of 3 types of plum, which include vitamin C rich Kakadu plum that helps boost skin for a youthful appearance with hyaluronic acid and vegan collagen. Give me all the collagen. I don't want wrinkles. Deep hydration, firming plant collagen, silk protein. All right, let's give her a whirl. Seems that some of it leaked out. Ooh, it does feel like a water gel. Oh, why is it doing that? I'm kind of afraid to rub this on my face. It's like getting like sudsy, like soapy. It doesn't really have a smell. I thought it would smell a little sweet. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I want to put it on my face. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. I haven't watched any reviews because I like to get my own like opinion when I first use it. I'm just gonna do a little tiny bit because I don't know what's gonna happen. And I know that this was a little expensive. Actually, like probably very expensive for just a serum, so it doesn't feel weird on my skin. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this yet. This isn't like any serum I've ever used before. I guess I'll give it a second and I'll see if my skin feels like plump and hydrated like it says it's supposed to. But just that whole experience, the fact that it was like a little sticky and it like spilled out, it like leaked. I don't know if something like happened to it in transit, but I don't know. We'll see about that one. Okay, so next up is a product from this brand. It's not new, but it's new to me, and I newly love it. It's by the brand Cosas, and it's their tinted face oil. They're kind of a skincare makeup brand all in one, and they have really clean ingredients. They're part of the Sephora's clean beauty, which is something I've been trying to get into lately. More skincare infused makeup, and obviously they're vegan and cruelty free. And I recently tried their bronzer and I fell in love with it. And 2 people that I really admire on social media use this, and both said it was really good, so I had to try it for myself. I got the shade 07, so it says to shake really well. Ooh. And I'm assuming that the best way to apply this is probably like with your fingers at first because oil on a brush I feel like could get streaky. Also, I have my new extensions in today. My hair still is super short, but I did the best that I could with my new waver from insert name here. And I don't know, I think it turned out pretty cute. Let me know. Very liquidy. Oh no. Is this gonna be too dark for me? Oh, Jesus. No, actually no. Oh, and it's like absorbing into my skin very quickly. I think I'm just gonna put it directly onto my skin. Wow, it's like a dry oil. This feels great. Okay, wait, why do I like love this already? This definitely like isn't a full coverage moment. Like I already knew that and I'm okay with that, especially the fact that it's still a little bit like warm out. I don't like to do like a heavy face of makeup when it's still like kind of summer and I still have my like little tan going on. I feel like you would think an oil-based foundation and you would be like, no. Okay, one negative side, if you need to reapply, it transfers onto the container and it makes it look very dirty, but that's okay. So I got the shade 07 and I think it was a pretty good match for me. Probably not in the winter, but I actually love this and it doesn't feel really oily on my face anymore. I feel like it kind of, my skin soaked it up so quickly. I mean, I definitely feel like my face is darker than my chest, but that's not the foundation's fault. That's my fault. I'll just go like this, but it's so glowy and it's like not streaky at all. I'm kind of, I think, living for it, but we'll see how the rest of my makeup lays on top of it. So for concealer, I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer concealer. I'm in the shade 260. I like to use the Fenty Pro Filter when I'm going for a more dewy look because this concealer kind of moves with your skin and it doesn't really dry down super matte and like cracky, which I like. Especially since I'm using this oil-based foundation and my skin is super glowy, I think that this will complement it really well. Cosas did have a concealer, but they're a little bit expensive and you know, I'm kind of balling on a budget over here, so I didn't pick that up, but we'll see. If I like how the rest of my makeup comes out, maybe I will invest in more of their products. Just putting my concealer in all the usual spots, and I'm gonna blend it out using this Morphe x Jeffree Star JS3 brush. It's a really nice little like mini foundation brush almost. And I don't wanna drag it around, I kind of just wanna press it into place because I don't want it to get like streaky or anything like that. Okay, before I move on to contour and bronzer, I'm just gonna set my under eyes because they crease like a mother trucker and I want to prevent that as much as possible. Okay, so this is the iconic Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to take it on a dry beauty blender and set my under eyes. Okay, I know I said I was just gonna set my under eyes, but I ended up setting all of the spots that I put the concealer in because I realized that I'm using a lot of cream products and I don't want to crease. So I'm just gonna let my face bake for a few minutes and do my eyebrows off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, brows are on, looking good if I do say so myself. So now we're gonna move on to bronzer, and I'm gonna be using the Cosas Moisturizing Bronzer in the shade Medium Golden Bronze. And a few videos back where I tried this, if you watched it, you would know that I was instantly obsessed with it. So obviously I'm gonna be using it today on top of their foundation. I'm gonna pick up a Morphe E3 Pointed Fluffy Blender and just pick up a little bit of that bronzer. It is very pigmented. I love it. It just glides on so easily. I literally put like all of my friends onto this bronzer and they all love it. Trust me when I say that it's great and you should try it. And when I do my bronzer, I like to concentrate most of it like back here towards the tip of my ear and my hairline just to really chisel it out and make my face look more drawn upwards. And I always bronze my jawline just a little bit just to create a shadow and make it look like my jaw is nice and chiseled, even though, you know, the quarantine 15 is hitting hard. And I don't really do much to my nose because it's #broken, so I just usually bronze like underneath the tip of it just to shorten it up a little bit. Okay, we are all bronzed and looking real cute. So now I'm gonna do blush. So for blush today, I'm gonna use the ColourPop blush in the shade Crossroads. It's from their Wild Nothing collection. It's a really light, like mauve-y, almost like, I don't wanna say brown, but it's kind of like peachy, neutral, mauve-y pink. Okay, and I'm gonna take that on a Morphe E4 angled face brush. This blush is very pigmented as well, but it's a little bit on the lighter side, so it's okay. And I always take it from the apples of my cheeks and then concentrate it again like the bronzer towards my hairline. And then whatever's left over, I just dust it across my nose. I think blush on the nose looks super cute. And if you watch my videos, you know that I usually do highlighter last because I want it to be the brightest and last the longest. And also depending on what I do with my eyes, I kind of like to match my highlighter with that. So before I move on to the next step, I'm gonna use a product that I was probably the most excited for in this little Sephora haul, and that is the new Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Setting Spray. And it's a setting spray or a primer, and if you know, you know when I tell you that the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer is the best primer that I've ever used in my life. Like, if you watch my videos, you know how I feel about it. So when they came out with a setting spray / priming spray, I was so excited, and apparently it's like this like lava like lamp kind of like on the inside. You'll see when I open it. I haven't even looked at it. I haven't seen any reviews on any of these products, but especially this one, I wanted to open it in person. So this is what the box looks like. The liquids in the bottle, I think, like separate, and you're supposed to shake it to mix them together. So I think this kind of like shows that right there. The Anastasia Dewy Set is my current favorite setting spray, so we'll see if this can top that. Whoa, that is so cool. Oh my God. Just read a little blurb about this before I go ahead and use it. By Face Setting Spray grips makeup and doubles as a refreshing face mist. Formulated with Hydro Grip Heroes, hemp-derived cannabis seed extract, and blue agave. Hyaluronic acid helps hydrate and refresh for blissed out skin. Oils from Oils from hemp-derived cannabis seed and moringa seed boost hydration and lock in moisture. I always like to mist my face kind of like in the middle of my makeup because after I put on my powder products, I feel a little bit dry. It doesn't smell like anything, which I guess is good for a setting spray because it's kind of like it's too perfumey. People don't generally like that, but it feels so cooling and refreshing. How did it make my face like smoother? I don't know what just happened, but I love it. This is amazing, and I think that it would be really cool to try it as a priming spray as well. I feel like it just made my face look so dewy and so like velvety smooth. Definitely not mad about that. So speaking of dual layered shakeable lava lamp-esque makeup products, I have another product that's kind of similar, and it's the Kat Von D Shake Eyeshadow Primer. This is very interesting to me. I've never used like a liquid eyeshadow primer before. I've always used like a cream, almost like a concealer eyeshadow primer, like the P. Louise ones. It has like the dual liquids in there. It's very small, like it's a lot smaller than I thought that it was gonna be. Like I thought it was maybe gonna be like this. Whoa, that's even more like stranger than this. Like what is this like the new makeup trend? I don't know if this is a new trend or something to have this like cool, weird liquidy texture. I mean, I'm here for it. I think it's like super cool, but it doesn't look oily. It looks watery. So I'm gonna do it on the back of my hand first because I don't wanna like ruin my face makeup by like dripping it down my face. So let's see what it's all about first. I don't know how quick you have to be with it because it kind of like separates quickly. Oh, whoa, okay, hold on. So it has like a little button on the bottom, almost like a dropper that you would squeeze, but you push it. So let me shake it again. Okay, got some of the black part in there as well. It feels like literally like water. See how it's kind of like balling up on the back of my hand, and like, I don't know if that's because I have like a product on my hand or something. It's so strange. It just feels like water. I guess like this side of my hand compared to this side feels smoother. And I guess it feels a little bit sticky as well. So the directions say, shake well, press button on bottom of the bottle to dispense 1 drop, use your finger to blend it onto lids, let dry for a few seconds before applying eyeshadow. This is weird. I feel like I have to keep my head up so that it doesn't like drip down my face. I don't know about this, guys. I mean, like if the shadow payoff is like unreal, it's taking away my makeup right there. See, this might be like a primer that you have to use before you do your makeup. I'm gonna try to drop it directly on. Ah, no! I don't know about this, guys. I don't know if it's worth it. It looks cool in the bottle, but like the concept is kind of weird. It's like taking away my concealer right here and my makeup. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. If I am, correct me in the comments down below. Like I said, I haven't watched any videos on this, but if it works, it would be pretty cool because it's clear. I'm gonna let this dry for a few seconds and then we will see what happens when I apply my eyeshadow. So I was watching a James Charles video today, and the way that he did his eyeshadow in collaboration with his new merch line, and it was kind of like a color block, but it was like more pastel. But I was thinking of doing a color block with like primary colors. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I'm gonna try, and we're gonna put this to the test because I'm gonna be using a rainbow palette. So we'll see if those colors show up. So this is the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette. It's my favorite vegan, cruelty-free rainbow palette that there is out there. The formulas are really pigmented, and I'm gonna use a Morphe M434. It's a flat packer brush. It's really dense and it packs on a lot of shadow. So I'm gonna pick up the shade Licorice. It's the red shade in the palette, and I'm just gonna pack it all over my lid. Ooh, I'm a little nervous. Okay, so far so good. There's actually not a lot of fallout so far, and it is sticking to my eye. So I'm just packing this one red shade all over my lid, and I'm gonna take it about halfway up my brow bone. Gonna dip in for round 2 because I was didn't put as much on my brush as I wanted to because I was nervous about the fallout, because I honestly didn't think that this eyeshadow base was gonna work. Is it a sin to be using Kat Von D and Jeffree Star in the same look? Probably. But you know what? To me, makeup is makeup, and I use only cruelty-free makeup brands, so I'm a little bit limited, not as limited as it used to be. But you know what? If a product is good, I'm gonna use it because animals are more important to me than internet drama, period. Okay, so on this eye, I'm gonna do yellow, and I'm gonna take this really bright neon yellow. It's the shade Wow, and yellow is a hard color for any makeup brand to get right with the formula. So if this clear Kat Von D shadow base can hold this yellow pigment on my eye, I will be quite impressed. Very hard color. Yeah, this is looking a little patchy. Yeah, ruh-roh. That's not looking too cute. I'm gonna spray the brush with a little bit of the Milk setting spray and see if that helps it stick to my eyeball better. So I watched 3 new movies. Actually, well, okay. So I watched 2 new movies because one of the movies, it was Birds of Prey. It's been out, but I just haven't seen it. But the 2 movies that I watched was Chemical Hearts and Unpregnant, and they were both so good. I love Haley Lu Richardson and Lily Reinhart as actors, and the movies were just like really cute, and I cried in both of them because they just like were they just like hit different for me, like on a personal level. So definitely recommend watching both of them. One of them is on HBO Max, that's Unpregnant, and then Chemical Hearts is on Amazon Prime. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure something out with this yellow because it's just like not working out for me. That's okay, we're gonna move on. So this is a Morphe E36. It's like a really tiny detail brush, and I'm gonna take the blue shade Soaked, and I'm gonna line my lower lash line with that on the side where I did the red, because I can't do red and green on the same side, otherwise it's gonna look like Christmas, and that's just like not gonna be a good look. Oh my god, it's gonna kind of look like Spider-Man though. I'd rather look like Spider-Man than Christmas time right now, honestly. I'm like not even looking forward to Christmas this year. Is that sad? I guess it is kind of like a little bit sad. I literally just like forgot to explain everything that I was doing. I'm just tapping this blue shade on the lower lash line, and it's coming out really bad. So I'm kind of upset right now, but I'm gonna try to pull it together. I'm gonna take a Morphe M330 fluffy brush and try to diffuse this out a little bit because it's just like not looking. So now I'm taking the same Morphe E36 brush, and I'm just dipping that into the green shade Sour, and I'm gonna do the same thing on this side but in green. And I always pack it on before I blend it out just to give it the best chance of depositing the most pigment as possible. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and spray this kind of right off the bat because I just want them to be really pigmented really fast. I feel like this idea seemed a lot cooler in my head, and like now I hate it. But there's like no turning back now because I'm not doing this video over again. Okay, so to highlight my brow bone as well as the rest of my face, I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. It's such a neutral tone highlighter that goes with anything. If you ever used it before, like you just know it's so iconic. So this is just a fluffy peaches and cream PC10 brush. I'm just gonna dust a little bit of that on my brow bone just to give it a little pop of shimmer and make it stand out. And I guess I'll do a little in the inner corner as well. And I'm just gonna highlight the highest point of my cheekbones. I like to highlight in between my brows and then just a tiny bit on the tip of my nose because my nose, like I keep saying, is crooked. So if I draw the attention here, nobody's looking here. I always go back in with my blush brush and just kind of blend everything back together so it's not like too intense because then it just looks really tacky. See, this is a cool concept, but like, oh god. Okay, so I just did, hold on, I have to sneeze. So I just did my mascara off camera because that's boring. So now I'm gonna put on my false lashes, and I'm using the Unicorn Cosmetics lashes in the shade I'm using the Unicorn Cosmetics lashes in the style Bubble Pop. As you can see, I've cut them already to fit my lashes because this is not the first time that I'm using these. You can reuse your lashes, people. Stop wasting your money. And I don't know what it is about this, but I like it now. And I'm just using my good old Tarte lash glue in the black color. I'm gonna apply a nice thick layer to the band. I'm not gonna put it on my lash line today because I don't have eyeliner on, and that could get a little tricky. Something weird is happening over here, but it's just gonna have to do for the rest of the video. Now moving on to lips, I'm gonna use the Kat Von D lip liner in the shade OG Lolita, and I'm just gonna line my lips with that. I've been going back and forth trying to decide if I want lip filler. I just wanna like try it at least once in my life, but I'm scared that I'm gonna like it and I can't afford to maintain it. Comment down below your lip filler stories, whether they're good or bad. Maybe if you guys tell me some bad ones, I won't get it done. And now I'm just gonna go over that with the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. Okay, I'm gonna give myself one more spray of the Milk Hydro Grip Setting Spray. Okay guys, and this is the final look of the day. I definitely thought that I was like getting super fun and creative with this look, but I don't know how I like it. But anyways, just to run down the list of the products, the Glow Recipe Plum Hyaluronic Serum. I definitely think that it was like fine, but I can't justify buying it again for the price. I'm gonna try it again when I'm just doing skincare, like before bed or something, and see how it reacts to my skin. Underneath makeup, it held up fine, but I just don't think that it did enough for the price. Maybe I got a weird one because it was like sitting in the box outside in the heat, like in the mail or something. I don't know. The Cosas Oil Foundation. I love this so much. I wish that I knew about this in the beginning of the summer because I would have worn it every day. It's such a light base of makeup and it's not oily, even though it is like a tinted oil. It's like a dry oil, so it absorbed really quickly into my skin. It wasn't streaky and it's fine underneath all of my other makeup, which is great. Definitely love this a lot. The Kat Von D Shake Primer. It's fun to look at and it's fun to like shake and like use, but as far as like an eyeshadow base, I think it would be good for more cream or like glittery products, not matte shadows like what I used it for. I think matte shadows always go really well with like a nice thick like concealer base that's like white so that it sticks and you could really see the color. I definitely will keep using this because I thought it was like really fun to use. I mean, look at it, like keep me entertained for hours. And lastly, the Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. I love this. I don't know what it did to my skin when I sprayed it on my face, but it just like hydrated it, made it look really smooth and dewy, but not like sticky. I don't even know. You just have to try it for yourself. I love Milk products so much. I think they're super underrated. So overall, I think that this was a good Sephora haul. Some of these products were really unique and I think they're really fun and trendy. So I definitely think that you should try them out for yourself. Also, if you're not already, go ahead and follow me on TikTok and Instagram because I'm always posting on there and I would love to chat with you on there on different social media platforms and get to know you guys. I'm gonna be posting so much the next few months between Halloween and Vlogmas and all that good stuff. So definitely subscribe down below and turn on the bell. And thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to see you in my next one.